So how do you have to think in order to find that opportunity to become a monopoly?
Well, not everybody we know can become a monopoly, but the idea is, and there's a book, and I forget the author, but the best way that I can explain that would be that there was an author, his name is escaping me right now, but he wrote a book. It's called, I think, Blue Oceans is the name of the book. And in the book, he describes blue oceans versus red oceans. Now, the red oceans are oceans. Oceans are just a metaphor for a marketplace. The red oceans are where there's lots of competition, and the waters are red because they're bloody. You got companies beating each other up, eating each other. And if you're able to take within the red ocean, you're able to niche down. You can create your own blue ocean in which you're the only one operating in that space. So the example that I would give would be someone, Facebook could very well be a company like that, where literally, before Facebook came up, there was MySpace, there was lots of other companies, but they executed so well, they gobbled up market share, and literally they became the company to the point where other companies, upstarts that are jumping, trying to compete with them, like Instagram, instead of competing with them, they'll purchase those companies. Mm-hmm. So now you have this behemoth company that is literally a micro monopoly in that space. And what I'm trying to tell you is, it's not something that's easy to do, but the founders that have a space or have the vision to create that monopoly, they're going to be well ahead because they're thinking on such a level that most people are not, because we usually don't see the monopolies coming. Now, if you look at the monopolies of old, there's a certain mindset that those monopolies were created under. The railroads is probably the biggest monopolies that was broken up at one point in history. There's only but so many railroads you can have. You have to break it up geographically, right? You can't have two railroads competing in the same city. It just doesn't work, right? So the point is that, there's first movers advantage. And as companies get bigger and bigger, the barriers to entry to compete with those companies become higher and higher.